Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne Marie Band. Today is Friday, May the 19th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. We have a couple of Fed speakers, and then Jerome Powell is speaking at 11 today, and that is likely going to matter. The debt ceiling news is what is pushing price action up here. A lot of people got short in front of this number, and this news is absolutely shredding them. That means that whenever the debt ceiling does come, it's going to be baked in. My suspicion is that all this preliminary chatter is going to absolutely collapse in the coming weeks because everyone is very far away from it. Nobody wants to take the blame, but nobody wants to roll over. It is definitely a game of chicken right now. And so let's have a look at what's going on. We have had as our target the numbers between 42.25 and 42.60, right? 42.34 might be a big expansion event that we could get in between there. We want to look at some of the weekly formations to get ourselves understanding where we are, but this is a pretty healthy gap from 25 to 61. Not a ton of stuff sitting in the way there. From a weekly perspective, we've got some relative congestion right around 38. My allergies are still bothering me from yesterday, so I apologize for the raspiness. I do not smoke cigars, although I have not a lovely experience, I can assure you, because I thought that you inhaled those, but you don't. Anyway, moving on. That's what we're looking at. Pullbacks or buy zones. I expect a collapse. Now, what I expected yesterday was sort of an inside choppy whatever. And instead, the news sent us rocketing up. Now, take a look at this formation. That is a broadening wedge. Now, those are kind of yucky to trade because you can't really manage your stops. And so I would say we want to be pretty careful what we're looking at here. Watch for exhaustion. The flip side is that there are a ton of trapped sellers in here, and that is going to drive the market north. Between 2:30 and 3 o'clock, the gamma exposure is going to have to unwind, and that is likely to create a tremendous amount of fireworks. All right, here we are looking at the NQ. Again, monster gap from a monthly perspective, from 13,740 to 14,219. That's big. From a weekly perspective, we've got where we are right now at 13,900. Do they want to test 14,000? Oh, you betcha. Everybody wants to go for the round number, right? Not sure they'll get it at this juncture, but we can look at 13,996. Right now, what are they doing? Well, they're chilling out. They moved off the highs, and now we are below the close of the prior day. Who likes to come in below the close of the prior day? That would be sellers, but we need to be careful because there are a lot of buyers here. When the market opens, those buyers are going to likely cover for some profit and then try to step on the necks of the sellers that come in and go, here's my fade, and they're going to get shredded again, is my guess. I don't know. This market's very, very hard right now. What I do anticipate is that this is turning into a blow-off top, and since a lot of folks are getting out by buying because a ton of them went short before the debt ceiling event, thinking that it wasn't going to happen, and now we've got the reverse. So there we have it. Let's go to SPY. Not taking a long time today. We all know these numbers. We know what's looking like, what's going to happen. How do you keep on the right side of the trade here? You follow the trend, and if it's up, you buy the pullback, okay? Oh, but Anne-Marie, I don't know where the pullback is. You get to the chart and you watch for the hold or the test of the prior day. Today, that's going to be 419, okay? So the question is, what do we do from here? And I got to clean up some of these things. We've got way too many lines here. Delete. Come on. Remove. And remove. Okay. Chances are this, take a look at this monster wick, right? That's wicks. Wicks are telling us a story, and they're telling us a story of, holy cow, people are really buying underneath there, okay? And why they're buying underneath there, I believe, is because they're short and they have to buy to cover. So this line, this 412 line, right around here, that's going to be old resistance, new support. If we get a fade and it comes into this zone, we're going to watch for it, of course, to see if it holds. That's really what we're going to look for. If it can't hold, then we've got another story in play, okay? But here's what's happening. We are up into the region, 420.76, big line in the sand, double topping formation from here, but a ton of pressure. Look at the volume pushing out in here, and that, I believe, is an exhaustion event. Okay, so what are we looking for? You chase with it until it stops heading higher. That means you look at those tighter time frames and you watch for the market space. The current highest volume day in recent past was yesterday, and that number was 417. So I expect it to come back to test that 417 and very likely fade down into it, okay? Watch those levels, they matter. Where do we go from 420? Look, we've got nothing but rarefied air up here. We got a couple of wicks. One is at 421.97, and then this 424 area that is just preposterously huge, okay? Let's take a look at the Qs. I am not going to look at the leveraged, well, no, I will. I'll pop into the leveraged ETFs. Look at this thing, absolute explosion, right? But again, well over the limit of where we expect price action to take a breath. And so this always tells us, hey, I got a story. And look at what this story is. We are gapping. We are up from the open, but actually gapping down. So we need to look at this area. I'm going to borrow this line. No, I'm going to borrow this line. We need to look at this area at 338. If we get up over it, great. Watch it hold and then buy it to the next level at 340, 342, wherever it is that you see it running. If it does not get up over that area, it tells us we have exhaustion on the horizon, and I do believe that we do have exhaustion on the horizon. Whoopsie, let's go to the SPXL. Look at this thing. I thought it would go just to 76. It's almost at 78. Look at that number from yesterday, 77.69. That's where it's choking right now. Next line in the sand above it is 78.63. But a lot of this price action looks like exhaustion. And so we watch for the shallow fade and see if there's a brand new group of buyers coming in today. All right, TQQQ, same thing. I thought it would go to 31. And here we are up in, man, is this rarefied air? Here is this number, 32.59. And, well, wouldn't you know it, look at that number. 32.44 isn't what we're looking at. 32.78, excuse me. So that's the top of this range. Exhaustion blow off. Yes, volume is rising, but it is volume exhaustion. At some point, there aren't going to be any of the souls that are going to buy. They have to go, I got to take some profit. All right, this is an index, and that's just the way things move. All right, hey, good luck trading today. First pullbacks or buy zones, if we lose the low of the overnight, bets are off for bullish continuation. We watch for the bounce. If we recover the close of the prior day, buyers come back in. If we lose the overnight low, sellers come in and try to force us back down. That's it today, folks. See you on Monday.